One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. Then let me be free.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host with a fire burning in its soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken. He rides onto his ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only metal can bestow. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry. Metal and mayhem will never die. Rituals report he paves his way. Oh, legend in the making, day by day.
Yes, sir. Good morning to everybody. Shout out to all you guys that are a part of the Insane Wheels Breakfast Club, man. Appreciate all of you guys, part of the membership as well. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I very much appreciate it, every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for helping out the show and being here. We got some crazy shit going on. We got the UK riots. Elon Musk actually talks about this a little bit as well. We're going to cover it. And Google, there's some monopoly disaster going on in the whole world. Now, here, this is what's crazy, is with the whole Google thing being, found a monopoly and all this. It's going to affect everything. You know what I mean? Even down to YouTube and YouTubers and how advertisers are. I mean, it could change everything. But nonetheless, I very much appreciate every single one of you guys coming in and hanging out with your boy. Pitbull was good. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know. We got Pitbull up in the building though, out there in the actual land of where he's, where we're talking about, the UK itself. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy to say the least. And also I see that I'm lagging a little bit, but it is what it is, bro. But yes, sir. Let's see. And yeah, I saw that whole thing with me, like, with the show yesterday. Don't worry about the show yesterday. It wasn't a big deal. It was just, you get shadow blocked, by, it can happen, and it happens all the time. And I just got frustrated and was like, I streamed for, an hour. I'm good. But yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and see where you guys are at. I scrolled down real quick. We got Mount High up in the building, as well as Dwayne. Good morning. We got Hardwire as well. Good morning, kind sir. Appreciate you. And appreciate you, Alyssa. Appreciate you for being here. How you doing? Hopefully all is well with you. Vern, as well as Rebecca in Canada, man. I really can't thank you guys enough. Let's see what Rebecca is going to say right here. Our government has gone as far as to let sorriest in our country as immigrants. I want to go live in my villa in Tilly. At this rate, I am starting to hate living in Canada. What, because of how progressive it is? You know what I mean? That's what it is. I mean, it's extremely progressive. So, but hopefully you're all well, man. We got Evil Rick up in here, as well as GEG and Dr. Harley, man. He said that he was hoping to make the show, but he's been, ultra busy, which I understand. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Appreciate it. Steve, what's good, bro? What's good? All right, so let's hop into this this whole story, because this is a little radical. It really kind of is. But I'm making sure I get down over to you guys. All right, Cut Off, what's good, my man? Shout out to you guys. Appreciate it. Good morning. Hopefully all is well. We're struggling with the internet. I don't know why. It's going to be in and out because we had to reset the whole thing. I don't know what the fuck happened. We're getting attacked, but it is good. All right, so we've got we're gonna go ahead and start off with CNN. Okay, CNN, Elon Musk says civil war is inevitable as UK rocketed by far-right riots. He's a part of the problem. That's what is the title of this whole thing. So in London, from CNN, social media has played a big role in fueling the anti-immigration riots engulfing towns and cities in the United Kingdom. And agitator-in-chief Elon Musk is not sitting on the sidelines. All right, well, let's figure out what the hell is being said. And let's bring up the volume too.
Scary scenes out of the UK tonight as rioters tried to smash their way into a hotel housing immigrants and
don't worry, the
asylum
internet's
seekers.
just going in and out right now,
Protesters
guys.
also attacking police in Rotherham, England, and trying to set 2 hotels on fire. The Prime Minister condemning the violence as the work of thugs.
People in this country have a right to be safe. And yet,
man, come on, internet.
We've seen Muslim communities
I want this
targeted.
fucking internet to fix real
attacks
quick.
on.
I don't know why it's doing this. I hate that shit. Come on, man. I don't want it to lag the entire freaking time. Because I know you guys can hear the audio still, but I don't want you guys like to have to deal with a laggy ass fucking video. But it's like it's stuck there. Yeah, see, fucking stuck. I hate that, dude. What the fuck, man? Just come back already. All right.
Minority communities singled out.
Come on back.
Nazi salutes in the street. I won't shy away from calling it what it is. Far-right thuggery.
Journalist Elliot
Just
Godkin
now
is joining
coming
us
back.
now
What a
from
crazy ass
London.
dip.
Elliot, at this point, what could bring the temperature
Wow, what a
down?
crazy dip.
It's hard to see,
watching
really,
the internet
Jessica,
go up
because
and
let's
down
not
right now.
forget how this all started, which
Just
was
deal
with
with it right now, guys.
misinformation
I'm fixing
about
it.
the identity of the person that killed those 3 small girls at
Luckily,
a Taylor
there's not a lot of
Swift-themed
video
dance
today.
class in the seaside town of Southport near Liverpool in northwest England. So things do seem to have taken on a bit of a life of their own. We saw protests across cities in the UK on Saturday, and it was expected that there would be some more today on Sunday, but they really have degenerated into perhaps even more violence than we saw a day earlier. This is in Tamworth in this evening. This is just outside Birmingham, the UK's second city, where, as you say, the mob there tried to and succeeded in setting fire to a Holiday Inn Extra, which has been housing asylum seekers, people that have come to this country to try to get refugee status. And I suppose it's the timing is perhaps a little embarrassing for the local member of parliament, who's from the Prime Minister Keir Starmer's Labour Party, when just last week she said in Parliament that the local people in Tamworth wanted their Holiday Inn back. They didn't want it to continue housing asylum seekers, and some of those people perhaps may have taken those words and taken matters into their own hands. And this just came a few hours
after.
What this
says right here underneath it says misinformation online over identity of attacker fueling riotous outbursts.
A mob also managed to set fire to a Holiday Inn Extra in Rotherham in the north of England, where also the fire was put out. Officers there with riot shields seemingly pinned against the wall of the hotel there as the rioters threw projectiles at them. They smashed their way into the hotel. They took out furniture and started hurling that at the officers as well. At least 10
Dr. Harley.
have been injured. There have been there's something like 150 arrests after yesterday's violence. No doubt there have been many more today, and there's even reports that the government is going to have to draft in extra lawyers and have courts working kind of overnight to process the large number of people that are going to have to go through the legal system now after being caught on camera and being found to be in breach of the law.
Dude, this is crazy. All right, so hold on real quick. Before we continue on a little bit, I want to bring our attention over to another video regarding these riots real quick, since the internet's it's good right now. I don't know what the fuck, why it was dipping, but anyways, here we go. So this is off Riots, whatever, their YouTube channel. I just subscribed, look, YouTube, and liking their video. Look, I'm showing love to these guys. All right, this came out 18 hours ago. See what's going on here.
Violent clashes have gripped parts of the UK in recent days as protests fueled by anti-immigrant
Let me know what you
sentiment
guys
rage
think about
across
his head here.
communities. But what sparked the riots and why are they spreading? On July 29th, 3 girls were murdered in a knife attack at a Taylor Swift-themed dance workshop in the normally quiet seaside town of Southport, a crime that has shocked the nation.
Damn.
Days later, the suspect, 17-year-old Axel
It is a busy
Ruda
morning.
appeared in an English court. Police quickly clarified that the incident was not terrorism-related, adding that Ruda Kubana was born in Britain and that his parents had moved to the UK from Rwanda.
Look at that fucking crowd moving.
Rumours around the suspect's heritage quickly gained traction
disinformation
online,
has been
fueling protests by anti-immigration and anti-Muslim demonstrators, which quickly descended into violence, arson and looting. Cars have been set on fire, and some unverified social media videos have shown ethnic minorities being attacked.
Riot crews
False
too,
messaging on
crazy.
online platforms has also wrongly identified the suspected killer as a radical Islamist migrant. Police say high-profile figures amplifying these claims have contributed to the public response to the Southport killings. Former leader of the defunct anti-Islam English Defence League, Stephen Yaxley Lennon, who is better known as Tommy Robinson, is one of those being blamed by media for spreading misinformation to his many followers on X. Ex-owner Elon Musk has also weighed in. Responding to a post that blamed mass migration and open borders for the disorder in Britain, he wrote,
"Well, what do you think they're writing
about?" The spokesperson for British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said there was no justification for Musk's comments.
We'll ramp up criminal justice. There have already been hundreds of arrests.
Our politicians and authorities,
Starmer, who has held emergency meetings with police and prison chiefs, has
I want to get that.
Already been.
How are politicians and authorities handling the crisis? All right, let's figure out what they're doing here.
Starmer, who has held emergency meetings with police and prison chiefs, has said violent protesters who target Muslim communities would swiftly face the full force of the law. Police say they've arrested hundreds of people since the start of the unrest and warned of lengthy prison terms for those found guilty of violent disorder.
What is making the protest hard to contain?
The protests have spread quickly from Southport to several other areas of the UK.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
with
it's
marches
spread
held
out
from London to Liverpool, with mosques and hotels housing migrants targeted.
So now they're everywhere.
A movement at which to mobilise against.
Director of UK-based think tank British Future, Sundar Katwala, says the Southport knife attack has become a moment for people to mobilise against.
And so that tells us something about the group reputation of those groups among the people with, potentially far-right views and prejudiced views of them. But it is also that groups have been looking for an attempt to create a flashpoint.
Is it prejudice to want, for legal migration? Because no one's against legal migration that I know of. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Particularly around asylum accommodation, for the last several months.
The British government also says it's examining the role foreign states are playing in amplifying disinformation online, while warning social media firms they have to do more.
Appreciate you for being here.
A specialist on right-wing extremism told Reuters that far-right groups are less organised than they were a decade ago.
Wow.
But that they are now highly visible, exploiting modern technology
a lot
to
of people,
capture
dude.
attention.
Yeah, it's capturing some attention around the fucking world. I can promise you that. That's exactly what's happening. So, yeah, man. I mean, what do you guys think of the riots so far? I mean, I want to get your guys' honest take on what you guys think about what's going on. Before we move into Google and all that, I do want to dive a little deeper and figure out what's going on here a little bit. I don't want to read the whole thing, but all right. So the Tesla. Well, let me go ahead and zoom in for you guys so you guys can read along because they definitely make the text super small. The Tesla chief executive and owner of X posted to the platform Sunday that civil war is inevitable, in quotes, in response to a post blaming the violent demonstrations on the effects of mass migration and open borders. Yeah, I mean, hey, man. People can have their views, whether they're asked for or not, I guess, it's true. On Monday, a spokesperson for UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer addressed Musk's comment, telling reporters there's no justification for that. But Musk is digging his heels in. On Tuesday, he labeled Starmer hashtag two-tier Kier in an apparent reference to a debunked claim spread by conspiracy theorists and politicians such as Nigel Farage that two-tier policing, meaning right-wing protests, are dealt with more forcefully than those organized by the left. He also likened Britain to the Soviet Union for attempting to restrict offensive speech on social media. Musk's decision to amplify the anti-immigrant rhetoric highlights the role that false information spreads online is playing in fomenting real world violence. So it's forming real world violence because of online. An issue of growing concern to the UK government, which vowed Tuesday to bring those responsible for the riots as well as their online cheerleaders to justice. All right, so that is interesting that Musk put his 2 cents into. I mean, that's what X is. X is going to talk about everything political. You can expect it, especially from the owner. You know what I mean? That's definitely the way it is over there, man. Just you gotta be okay with like politics on Twitter, man. Obviously, the people didn't want this. Sometimes taking drastic measures is the only way to get your point across. I don't like the illegals crossing here. I can understand their anger and frustration. And I think a lot of us here can also relate to that as well, going, well, we don't want to be necessarily infiltrated either. You know what I mean? And I mean, which is actually actively happening right now, which is just being allowed. I don't care who comes here as long as they come in properly. I agree with that. Legal migration in an effort to interrogate with local norms. Integrate. Yes, integrate. That's why I was like, what? But yes, absolutely. One could claim wars and genocides were someone standing up for what someone believed in. Absolutely. True. I think most of us are for legal immigration or migration. But we are sick and tired of the illegals coming in and taking all of our money and resources, which is crazy because we watch it happen time and time and time again. And it's just frustrating to, I would imagine, to any society, let alone the American society, right? So it's not far right either. So they label it far right, but it's not even far right over there, Pitbull. You know, I mean, shoot. I can understand that. Like, listen, that's not a far right ideology, you know, to have closed borders and not allow other people to just come and take over your home. You know, fuck that. Just for a little levity of this, it's like someone is taking their guns in 1775. Yeah, for real. It's gonna be. It can definitely explode, and we're watching it happen right now. If you follow the money, you will see their fat, how fat their pockets are. These riots are systematic in nature. Oh, interesting, Ghost Eagle. I like that perspective. I want you to expand on it, though, 100%. I would love to hear it. Todd J over here with this positivity saying, where's the peace protest? It only takes one to turn it violent. That's true, man. It only does take one person to fucking turn it violent. Hook Dogs, man, appreciate you, dog. It's the number one thing you can do. The number one metric on YouTube is hitting that like button, man. Really appreciate it when you guys do that. I see you guys doing it. I very much appreciate all of you guys for doing it. Thank you, guys. All right. So Blair says, seriously, though, I'm proud to see people stand up to the government, but I don't care. I don't agree with this level of violence. So it's getting more and more violent. You guys think it's going to get more and more violent than it already is? Do you think it's going to get worse? Or do you think that somehow, some way it's going to calm down? You know, what do you guys honestly think in the chat? I want to know. Letting them destroy a grade 2 church and letting them destroy graves to extend it. To make it a mock and anything to do with the church, they destroyed it and never asked permission from family. Man, you know a lot more than I do on this topic for sure. Musk is becoming more political these days, including moving his business to Texas. Yes, and there's look at what Chevron just decided to do. Chevron just up and left California literally fucking like 3 days ago. You know, they just up and left and said, we're moving our headquarters down to Texas. Fuck that. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what did happen. But yeah. let's see here. But they never got asked to take the building down. But if they did, that to them that we told it's a religious crime. Okay, well, yeah, it would be a religious crime if we did. It would be a religious crime. It is. They should have never killed. Oh shit. Oh shit. NJM says, Mike Ball, take a look at Bangladesh. Yes, I did see this a little bit in the news already, but not completely. But I do know that they like overthrew the government or something like that. That is what is going to happen when the radical Muslim takes a majority in Britain. Murder, grape across the board. Nobody will stop it. Wow, dude. We live, baby. That's right, Junkyard. Appreciate you for being here, dog. Shout out to you, man. How you doing this morning? We need more geniuses weighing in a political matters, especially if they are self-made and rich, whose opinions aren't bought. Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. I mean, everyone else when they speak about their politics and their views, they're bought and paid for. You know, Musk is not the one to be bought, right? The facts are, USA, be careful, as what's happening over there here is going to happen over there, but you have guns to protect yourself. That's true, and it can get a lot more violent. You know, that's for damn sure, because Americans are not scared to use their firearms. I mean, there's more firearms in this country than there are people. No kidding. There's like 1.2 guns per person and per capita in the United States. I think the illegals need to pay bikers 5 to 10 grand per on the USA side of the fence to proceed. Just a joke. That's right, bro. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yep, that's right. We can get it all. We need it. We're the ones that need it, you know, for real. I've been researching a lot about this. I'm sure you have. I mean, it's in your own fucking backyard. When it's in your own backyard, you're definitely going to know anything and everything about it, you know. There'll be more riots as people are fed up with this misinformation, woke and illegals. Man, it sounds like it's getting crazy out there for real. I could do a show with you on this stuff. Oh, I'm sure you fucking absolutely could. Well, considering Musk had to deal with woke gender politics and lost his disabled kid, I feel for him. Almost everyone is at their boiling point. I know I am. I know a majority of people are at their boiling point. I mean, I know that to be pretty much a fact. A country that doesn't control who enters is who will not be a country for long. The damn open border policies are either naive or purposeful. I think it's definitely purposeful. That's just me. You know what I mean? China banks becoming bankrupt. Absolutely. Yep. Watch. Watch the next 6 months. Musk is about free speech on X, so you can decide for yourself what's real or not. That's right. That's what they do claim. They do claim that. The UK is no different than the US and Canada. All of our governments and media is headed more and more to the far left, and it's not good for anyone. I do agree with this sentiment. I have to agree. Just do. You can make me a coffee, homie. I appreciate that, NGM. NJM. Appreciate you. Musk moved SpaceX and X out of Cali. Well, all of these companies are leaving out of California. I think California should get a bit of a clue. You know what I mean? I'm good, brother. I'm just sitting at work watching my brother do his thing, killing his show as always. Hey, man. I appreciate you, dog. Much love and respect. Ghost Eagle says, I can use some coffee. Well, I can too, man. I definitely can too. But let's see. Yeah, absolutely. We're all glad that Junkyard made it back. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Good morning, kind sir. Good morning. Good morning. We got Eras, folks. Any rich people voicing their political opinions are solely motivated by money, aka lower taxes. Well, you could always argue that about the the rich. You know, you could argue that. No matter what, not matter who runs. I see what you're saying. No matter who runs the government, we are all getting screwed. Absolutely, that's a fact. But we can at least pick the lesser of two evils, and we are at that exact predicament right now. You know what I mean? Just wait till the Venezuelans arrive across the border. They are on their way. Dwayne, do you have like an article or anything like that? You guys send me shit like that. Yeah, this shit is a little fucking crazy, huh, dude? we're about to get into right now what's going on with Google. Let's go ahead and dive deep into it a little bit. I don't want to read the whole damn thing because it's fucking extensive, but we'll get enough to like understand what the hell is going on here. All right, so Google has an illegal monopoly on search. Judge rules. Here's what's next. All right, so this can actually change a lot of shit within the industry that I'm even in, because the truth of the matter is Google owns YouTube and owns a big portion of the media and also has a monopoly on all of the advertisement. You know, you've got, like, for instance, other platforms such as Rumble, who actually can't, can't compete against the whole advertisers because everyone, the big pool is on Google/YouTube. So there's a huge monopoly on these streaming sites, compared to, like, for instance, Kick. You've got Rumble, you've got all these different types of media, video search engines and shit like that. But YouTube and Google does have the monopoly on this. So, which, hey, man, we're gonna dive deep into it a little bit because the judge did rule on this, so we might as well figure out what the hell they're talking about. All right, so this is off of CNN Business, CNN.com. All right, so New York, CNN reports Google has violated U.S. antitrust law with its search business. A federal judge ruled Monday. Let's scroll in a little bit because we want to be able to fucking read it too. You know what I mean? All right, there we go. Wrote in Monday's opinion, quote, it has violated section 2 of, wait. I want to make sure I did skip a little bit here. Okay. Let me back here. Ruled Monday, handing the tech giant a staggering court defeat with the political to reshape how millions of Americans get information online and upend decades of dominance. All right. So, quote, after having carefully considered and weighed the witness testimony and evidence, the court reaches the following conclusion. Google is a monopolist and it has acted as one to maintain its monopoly, end quote. U.S. District Judge Amit Mehita, I don't know how to say it, wrote in Monday's opinion. So I guess it's an opinion. What does that mean? So, quote, it has violated Section 2 of the Sherman Act. So the decision by the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia is a stunning rebuke of Google's oldest and most important business. The company has spent tens of billions of dollars on exclusive contracts to secure a dominant position as the world's default search provider on smartphones and web browsers. Those contracts have given it the skill to block out would-be rivals such as Microsoft's Bing and DuckDuckGo. The U.S. government alleged in a historic antitrust lawsuit filed during the Trump administration. Now, said Mehita, that powerful position has led to anti-competitive behavior that must be stopped. Specifically, Google's exclusive deals with Apple and other key players in the mobile ecosystems were anti-competitive, Mehita said. Google has also charged high prices in search advertising that reflect its monopoly power in search, he added. What do you guys think of this shit? Like, do you guys even care that Google has a monopoly? Do you care about that? I mean, do you want there to be competition? Because, I think competition always keeps facts alive and keeps them doing better. They're forced to do better, right? So we don't want it to be only one company. I would like there to be other companies as well, but hey, this is a crazy ordeal, huh? Those contracts have long meant that when users went to find information, Google is generally the easiest and quickest platform to go to, which in turn has fueled Google's massive online advertising business. Of course, that's where the business and the money is. While the court did not find that Google has a monopoly in search ads, which I'm surprised in that, to be quite honest, the broader strokes of the opinion represent the first major decision in a string of U.S. government-led competition lawsuits targeting big tech. So Google was not found guilty in a monopoly in search ads, which is crazy because they really fucking do. But hey, they still found it. So however you guys want to think about that, it is your version to think. This case in particular has been described as the biggest tech antitrust case since the U.S. government's antitrust showdown with Microsoft at the turn of the millennium. Damn, dude, like that, there is some crazy shit going on in the world right now, to say the fucking least. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but hey, we're still alive. It's not all bleak. There's a lot of good shit to look forward to in life, man, and I'm enjoying it to the best I can, to the highest level. You know what I mean? I hope that I show you guys that too. I want you guys to enjoy life too, and look at maybe like what I'm doing is like, hey man, like, all right, that's some motivation right there, right? You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna look positive in this shit. But let's see what you guys are saying. I'll take an Irish coffee, dude. I will take an Irish coffee too. I would love that. Right now, that sounds great. I still remember when Google was trying to sell to Yahoo. I remember that. Should have invested in Google back then. I would have you would have Musk money right now. You would, or at least half. I mean, dude, the amount, if you actually bought when they were at their lowest, oh my God. Rumble is completely 100% no limits, but have to pay. That's right. Hey, with Rumble, I got to give it to them. They have a great streaming service. They do. Video player as well, obviously. But there's not many people on there. You know what I mean? The competition's hard, and the ad space, even though advertisers are still there, they're not as highly competitive as what like YouTube gets, right? So YouTube's like definitely got the monopoly on the ads. That's the truth. That's what I'm saying, Rebecca. Dude was saying it's bad that rich people want lower taxes, but lowering taxes benefit poor people as well. Why is that bad? Low taxes is good for everyone. That's right. That's right. If it's actually across the board, even on Safari search, you end up with Google results. It does. Google pops up on everything. I hope this means no more ads when looking up midget clown prawn. We'll say it like that because I can't say that one word. There's a few words I can't say on YouTube, I'm going to be a good boy. I don't want to lose my account. But wouldn't that affect Apple, Windows, and Google for using their default browsers on their software? It would affect them. Of course, it would affect virtually everything. Yeah. Dr. Harley says, Mike Ball sounds like Google. I'd be punished for being successful. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Google is about as woke as you can get. Well, dude, it's crazy how woke they are. They're on a different level they're like leading the charge of woke. But so is every other company we are forced to use on a daily. Fucking fact. And the competition is good for the consumer. I'm a capitalist, so I look at it that way too, Absolutely. Monopolies only suck if you're not invested in them. That's right. That's right. It does benefit a lot of other motherfuckers, though. Ain't that the truth? Violation of the Antitrust Act, but our government lets them get away with it. Quick voted state and federal socialist into our governments. Yeah, you're fucking right, Hook Dog. Damn right. You don't care. They in the government's pockets, just like BlackRock. BlackRock is buying everything and everyone, obviously including the government. That's who I mean. No one person needs or should have that much money or power or money. I agree with that, but I also don't think it should be limited. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that should be enforced. Instead of being made at these companies, I say invest in them and think long term. And yeah, I mean, it's up to the market to decide what ends up blowing up. It's true. My only problem with Google is manipulating search results and algorithms that sell results to the highest bidders and often sell fiction as facts for the right price. Damn fucking straight, RR. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I see you got a good eye. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I prefer Rumble, but most that I watch aren't there. Yes, unfortunately, you're not going to get the searchability on Rumble. I mean, I used to be on Rumble, but when it first came out for the first, I don't know, year, I was on there. You don't treat anyone like shit and expect them to willingly want to make you more money. That's right, Rebecca. Damn straight. Wolf, I'm up in the building. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for being here, my man. We're backing at it. Make Harley American again. That's right. I do agree with that, Mount High. Facts. BlackRock stock is up, baby. Dude, I'm sure it will only go up from here. You know, Steve, I'm sure. Hey, man, listen. No judgment made if you guys even invest in it. You know what I mean? I get it. I get why you would do it. What's funny is Google phones are the only phone, and Google doesn't comprehend or come pre-installed on them. Oh, wow. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because it's licensed out to Apple, right? That's what it is. I do not use Google nor Gmail. I use Gmail. I use Proton Mail. What is that? Proton Mail for email and Brave for search. I know what Brave is. I've never heard of that though. Keep the love wave going, and let's rock this world together, family. Let's keep rocking the free world. Damn fucking straight. I like it, man. I like it. There shouldn't be a law on being too successful. I agree with that. I have Rumble as well, by the way. You should try to be a small business and get a Google ad on the first page. It's a costly venture. Yes, it fucking is. I've done it before, not in the sense of me like putting it on the front page because I haven't done that kind of level. But yeah, it's a lot of fucking money. BlackRock is doing the government's socialist dirty work behind the scenes. Fact. Keeping it fucking facts out here. And I agree with this sentiment as well, Hardware. Unwoke Harley, dude, because they're ruining the fucking company. This whole woke ideology with this whole like inclusion bullshit, it's got to go out the window, dude. There's no way. Capitalism isn't perfect, but show me a better system. No one can, and no one's going to be able to do that. Morning, guys. I've been watching the comments. Hell yeah, Biker News. Hey, Bob, I really appreciate you, my man. Oh, isn't it? Okay, I got you. That's probably why I don't know Proton, because I don't use a Linux system. Other than my iPhone and my iWatch, those are the Apple products I use. Everyone wants equal outcome, not equal opportunity. Some of us have different work ethics, and that's also another straight fact. And back in that, everyone thought AMF Harley was bad. Look at it now. No kidding, dude. It's fucking bad now. I mean, I don't know anybody that can get behind the whole woke agenda with Harley. You know what I mean? Got biker blues, need a prescription. Oh shit, Hoke Dog. Everyone is mad at Harley while shopping at Walmart using Apple and Google and Amazon. Stop the cap, as Mike would say. That's right. Stop the cap, dude. Yeah, there is a little bit of hypocrite in all of us. Once if you are successful, then people need to learn to watch and learn to be able to copy and be able to become the same. That's right. That's why you got to be a good example. You know what I mean? Facts. What up, 1% Drifter? Appreciate you for being here. Shout out to you, man. As well as Lissa. I very always appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here and hanging with your boy. You know what I mean? Straight. Absolutely. 100%. We all deserve equality, not equity. Yep. Proton used for Linux, but not anymore. It is free for everyone. Got you. Legally, this has nothing to do with work ethics. Honestly, monopolies have nothing to do with the workers' pre-save. Well, you're right about that. You are right about that. We all got the same 24 hours a day. If I wake up at 4 and you wake up at noon, we are not equal. Well, it's a fucking fact. You know what I mean? It's a fucking fact. What up, Cut Off? Shout out to you for being here, my man. I appreciate you. He's down here in Bama, man. Or actually, I think right now he's up the state north of me. But yeah, man, shout out to you, Cut Off. Appreciate you for being here and hanging with your boy. Morning SNS. Hell yeah, that's right. And are you doing your shows now, Bob? Are you doing back to your shows? If they are starting to have drag races at Harley dealers, I'll be buying Indians. Oh my God. Yeah. Can you imagine those drag, the whole drag bullshit? Could you imagine? Holy shit. No, I don't. People will sell their bikes on the spot. That's just the truth. I mean, I think a lot of you guys would too. I've been eyeing them Indians at EK. Dude, they need to have an aftermarket. They need to have an aftermarket like place and actually have multiple companies, not just 1, 2, or 3 aftermarket companies making products, actual like motorcycle parts for Indian. If they did that shit, man, that they could change their whole, they could revolutionize their game because they know what Harley guys are all about. Truly is about customization. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. Dirty Bird Concepts makes some great Indian aftermarket stuff. I didn't know that, but I'm sure that they fucking do. Off this week, bro, back Saturday and Sunday, I'm on with Hollywood on his channel. Really, today? You're going to go on to his channel today? That's awesome. This conversation leads back to checks and balances. Honestly, some people were allowed free regain to do what they like with 0 legal consequences. The person at the top of the monopoly is the winners. We just, the salesman for everyone else. And that part is very true as well, dude. So with that being said, everybody, thank you guys for being here and hanging out with your boy. Please like the video if you guys enjoyed the content. Please also hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? I noticed that like 40% of you guys aren't subscribed. Check down below and hit that subscribe button, man. I very much appreciate that. Also, follow me on my social media, which is on my Instagram, @BallValveTV, man. Direct message me. Let me know it's you, you know, and I will get back to you. I promise you. I will get back to you, but I swear it may take a minute. You know what I mean? It's true. I know I'm bad at responding because I get bombarded. It's just the truth. But yeah, you know what I mean? If you guys would like to help out the show monetarily, man, we have it scrolling down below. We have Cash App, $BallValve, Venmo @BallValve, and PayPal, BallValveTV@gmail.com. If you guys want a shout out, you guys can donate, whether it be right now or on the live or off the live. Even if it's off the live, I will see it, obviously, and I will give you guys a shout out in the very beginning of the next episode. You know what I mean? Which is, well, I got an episode tonight with the Diamond Effect with Archbishop, 1%er. Going to be a great show. We're going to be going over some of the crazy shit that's going on in the Middle East. So I'm sure that's going to be a fucking very interesting conversation, to say the least. You know that we break it down on like every scale. So yeah, man. So if you guys like to help out monetarily, there it is down there. I'll let it scroll down below. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We will see you guys tonight, but we'll see you guys for the morning show tomorrow morning. Much love and respect to everybody.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a fire burning.